What's going on, YouTube? I decided to do another video, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more boxes left of my graded books. I'm going to go through and show my signed books. So I'm just going to do one box this video because the box is just about filled with all Signature Series books. So I'm just going to start off. Hope you guys liked the last video. We'll see. We'll get to some pretty good books. It's a cool book. I'm disappointed in the grade, but Batman number 12. Batgirl number 12, I'm sorry. And it's signed by Artgerm. I had like 2 or 3 copies of this, and I should have brought all of them, had them all done, because I know the other ones are nicer copies. They should get in. I thought this one was going to get a 9 something, but I'm looking at it, and I still don't see anything. I don't know, but whatever. But it's still a cool cover. I got it. It's mine. Okay, this is a very cool one. I was waiting on forever. This is my Crow number 1. I was waiting to get it forever, you know. It's an 8.5, which I do hope to get an upgrade on that. Love to get a 9.6, 9.8 on that. Hopefully 9.8. And it's signed by James O'Barr. I originally had this graded when I bought it. It's a PGX, and it was an 8.5. So all of you people that say PGX doesn't grade the same or whatever as the other companies, I've had many books that were PGX and cracked and then regraded, and they all come back at the same grade. So whatever, I don't know what to tell you people, but Crow number 1, signed by James O'Barr, 8.5. And this is another Artgerm. I grabbed this off his table, and a lot of them were messed up. They were in poly bags, and a lot of them were messed up. So I searched through and found the best one I could. But it's a virgin cover for G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, 218. And it's signed by Stanley Lau, Artgerm. So awesome Baroness cover. Just want it because I love the cover. So, and it is a New York Comic Con exclusive. You can see down here. So, but yeah, a lot of them had problems with them, which kind of sucked. I think he was charging, was it $10 a piece or maybe $20 even for the book. Now this is a very cool one too. This is by Andy Gravnoff, signed it, and it's Amazing Spider-Man 569. The Venom one. It came back at a 9.4. Very happy with that grade because I thought it might be a little bit lower. That black cover, it's real tough, you know. So yeah, so I got that. And I got 2 books in here that aren't. I'll just show them. There's only 2 of them in here. Justice League number 3. This is the Superman logo, the test logo. There's only 2 of these that were done. This one, and I had the other one too. It's a Firestorm one. I remember that Firestorm like 52 or something like that. I can't remember. And then, oh, here's a big book. I don't know how that just ended up right there, but this is my Flash 123 3.0. Got this from Manny NYC. He hooked me up with it. So, told me he found it in a box of like garbage or something like that from someone's, or not garbage, but he picked up a box of the thing. They got it for like 40 bucks, if I remember. He sold this to me. Yeah, so I'm happy to have it. Awesome. Very, very cool. That's not going anywhere. Oh, you guys watched my video when I talked about C.P. Wilson III. Check him out. He's a really nice guy and all that. This is the first sketch I had done by him. This is a Howard the Duck number 1. And I had C.P. Wilson III do the sketch. It came back at 9.8. And this one made CBCS's gallery also. I have like 5 books that made the gallery. So, all sketches. So, I had a regular book make the gallery. It's just awesome. Charged me $50 for that. And let me get a close up. You guys can see the detail. It's just really cool. I really like it. If I see him, I'm probably going to get sketches from him. This one I paid $100, and it was by Buzz. Flash 39 blank cover, and it's definitely worth it. I think it's pretty awesome. I told him just do whoever he wanted. Just was his choice. But I just told him to do a villain. I wanted a villain. So he did Captain Cold. So came out awesome. Took all day to get it, but you know, came out very good. This one made the gallery also. Just so you know. Maybe I have like 5 or 6 that are on the CBCS gallery. They don't have a gallery right now, but if they ever get it back up, I should be still on there. This is pretty cool. I got Oxymoron Loveliest Nightmare #1 blank cover, and I had the Alex Cormack do it. He did the art in the book, but he did the cover for me. He did that, and I think he only charged me $20. Did that, and then it wraps around the back to where he has his blade and blood. I just thought it was pretty awesome. They had some blank sketches already done, and they had some like multimedia on it, I guess you can say, like with different colors, like paints and markers, and just like on top of each other. It looked pretty cool. He didn't do that for me. He just did markers, it looked like. Okay, I think it's a cool one. This is Deadpool vs. X-Force #1, 9.6, and it's signed by J. Scott Campbell and Edgar Delgado. 9.6. Which I was happy with. I was, you know, I kind of had a feeling it was going to go lower, but yeah. Campbell signed there, and Delgado. He has a little rinky-dinky signature. I don't know. Whatever. But hey, I got it. Then another Scott Campbell. I got like 8 to 10 books signed by Campbell this last year. This is Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows #1 Campbell cover. It's a 9.2, but it's signed by Campbell and Niverfino. So down there. So oh well. I just like the cover. This is a very cool one. And I was so happy it came back in a 9.8 because honestly I wasn't thinking a 9.8. But it's X-Men 205, signed by Campbell and Delgado again, and nothing significant about the book, just a cool cover, Campbell cover. So I don't think there is, nothing. It's part of the Messiah complex. And this is one I picked up off this is a Campbell store exclusive. I picked up off the table when I was meeting him. Paid like $20 for it. No, $10 or $20 for this book. And of course he signs anything you buy for free, so. But signed by this Campbell and Rufino. Amazing Spider-Man #1, 9.8. But as you can see, it's store exclusive here. So yeah, cool. Oh, okay. Yeah, so here's my other Superman Man of Steel 17, signed by Louise Simonson. This is a 9.6, so the other one, the 9.0, is the one I'm going to be giving away in my contest when I reach 500 subscribers. So I'm not giving this one away. This is mine that I'm saving from my collection. I am going to give the smaller one, the 9.0, away. I was going to sell it, but I won't get much money for it, I don't think. So, well, I won't get a whole lot of money for it. So I figured I'd make a contest and do, you know, usually I just give away raw book. I've never given away a graded book. So, then I got this one, signed by Ed Brisson, Shelter #1, another awesome book I read. I stopped reading when I stopped, you know, can't remember what number, but like up in the teens. So I got that, numbers 9.6, #1, Ed Brisson. I think that would make there was something going around about a TV show or something like that, or a movie for that to be made, but I don't know. Haven't heard anything about it. Now this is 5 Ghosts #1, and it's signed by Ben Templesmith and Frank Barbary. because it's a Phantom variant, and Ben Templesmith did the cover. So it came back at 9.8. Ben Templesmith, very cool guy, very well dressed. I guess because he's an Englishman, he has to wear the three-piece suit, you know. I love his artwork too. And then this is my Descenders #1. This is the Jeff Lemire variant, and it's signed by Dustin Nguyen. However you say his name, he signs it. The same place. Everyone I've seen he signs it all right there. So, and this is the regular cover. And it came back at 9.6, unfortunately, but it's signed also. So, more cool books coming up. Yeah, look at that. So now this is the first Art Adams professional artwork, and it's Three-Dimensional Alien Worlds #1, and it's signed by Art Adams. So, came back at 9.2, which I'm cool with, and it's signed down here. But yeah, this is his first professional artwork. He said that he has done art before this, he told me, but he didn't really know what it was. So this is he said this could be something like that. He said it's something like that. But that's what it says on the thing, first professional artwork. So I'm going to go by what the label says, because he couldn't remember exactly either. And then he also signed this. Art Adams, Richard Isanov, and Jerry Dugan signed this. Avengers Zero. And it's the Art Adams retailer. So it came back at 9.6, which I was surprised because it looked like it got like bent a little bit when they were signing. They were handling it a little rough, and I wasn't sure if it was going to get the grade it should have gotten originally. But yeah, 9.6. I was just making. I thought I saw moisture on the back, but it's not. It goes. My Harley Quinn #1, 9.6, signed by Terry Dodson. So pretty cool. Very happy with that. He's also a very, very nice guy. Had a nice little conversation with him about the Red One, which is a new series I like of his. So, third one just came out in the series. And this is a series that I've been reading since the way beginning too, and I never stopped reading it. But it's East to West #1, and it's signed by Dragotta. And he drew by Nick Dragotta, and he actually drew a little picture there, sketch. You know, so pretty cool. I love that. Now here goes a Preacher, but it's the Preacher preview, and it's signed by Steve Dillon. So it came back at 9.4. Not too bad. Of course, these aren't going for what they used to. They've dropped in price a little bit, but I'm happy to have it. You could still get probably a few $100s for this, I would think. I don't know. Maybe 2, 3, I don't know. I sold my #1 that was signed by Garth Ennis. That was an 8.5 though. That's because I have this one, the Preacher #1, 9.4, but it's signed by Steve Dillon also. So unfortunately, I have to try to get, if I ever see, you know, that not Steve Dillon, Garth Ennis is going to be at another con. I'm breaking both these out of the cases and getting them to sign it. And then if I ever see Glenn Fabry, yeah, definitely. So I got that. And this is a pretty cool set, or almost a complete set. Will be complete after the New York Comic Con this year. Evil Ernie #1, signed by Brian Pulido, 8.5. Very cool. Now I got this whole set, what I have here, and also a bunch of other later Ernie books for $99. So just that book alone was worth it, you know, at 8.5, and it's signed now. When I got this signed, Brian was telling me, and his wife was telling me that he has the original painting for this hanging up in his living room. Pretty cool. For some reason I picture it as like a black velvet painting up on the wall. This is #2, 8.5 also. Signed by Brian Pulido. Very cool. And of course, number 3, 9.0, a little nicer, signed by Brian Pulido. Where did he sign it? He signed it down there in like bronze or copper looking. So pretty cool. And this last one's a 9.2. It's at number 4. And he signed it down here in this one. But yeah, I have number 5 now. I didn't have number 5 at the time, but I do have number 5. And I'm going to be bringing it with me to have him sign it at New York Comic Con. He's always there, so yeah. So that's going to be taken care of there. So I can have the whole set, 1 to 5, all signed and graded. Oh, this is a spread. If you guys don't read spread, I love spread, but I like the horror stuff anyway. So, but this was an exclusive, New York Comic Con exclusive they had for that year. It's a virgin cover, and it was done by Ben Templesmith. So that's the virgin cover, and of course in the back it's the same thing. You know, not the same thing, but it's a different cover. It's kind of like a virgin cover, but it's signed by Ben Templesmith, Kyle Strahm, and Justin Jordan, you know, which is the artist and the writer for the series. So very, very cool. They are also pretty nice guys, especially Kyle Strahm. He's a really nice guy. I had a nice little conversation with them, especially when I showed them this to have them sign. This is the spread cover album, and it was given out to there's 100 of these that were given out to retailers who sold the book. And this is a thank you to them to do with as they pleased from Kyle Strahm, and then I guess Jordan too. No, it says Kyle Strahm here, whatever. But it was a thank you. It's just a cover art book. However, there's only 100 of these done, and I had them both sign it. And I did not know, but Kyle said to me, he says, "Oh, you got one of these." He says, "You're lucky." He goes, "I just saw one for sale for over $200. So, yeah, so this is worth over $200. Mine's a 9.4, but it's signed by both of them, so very, very, very happy. I even have the letter that was sent with the book from Kyle Strahm. It's signed by Kyle Strahm too. Pretty cool. I'm definitely a spread fan. Just a few more, guys. 4 more books. This is my Batgirl number 1, signed by Phil Noto. That came back in 9.6. Just love the book. And I saw Phil Noto. I didn't realize Phil Noto had done it until the last minute, so I snatched it up when I saw he was going to be at the con. So I got him to do that one too. Awesome. Then I had this signed by Roberto Ramos and Delgado. Roberto Ramos, I don't know. Doesn't mean to me, but he seemed a little stuck up, I guess you can say. That's the word I can best think of. So this is Amazing Spider-Man number 4, signed by the both of them, and this is the first appearance and origin of Cindy Moon as Silk, and a bunch of appearances. So very happy with have that. I don't have the variant, at least not. I don't have the variant yet. I wish I had the variant. I got the regular cover, so 9.8. I got this one signed by Marguerite Bennett. This is Lou Pacino Retailer Center for Bombshells number 1, and Marguerite Bennett did the story. So very cool. One last book, guys, and I was disappointed in the grade for this, which whatever. I had Terry Dodson sign this. This is my Infinite Crisis Fight for the Multiverse number 1, the Terry Dodson incentive. So this book is going for well over $300. At least last time I checked it was. And unfortunately mine came back at a 9.4, which I don't know why. I have to look it up again. But I think I could probably resubmit it and get a higher grade. Because honestly, guys, I can't remember, but I'm looking at it and I don't see nothing. I could probably get it pressed and whatever was wrong with it. I'll have to look it up though, but it's something I'm thinking about doing. Especially if Rachel Dodson's ever going to be there. Who else is there? But yeah, so that's the last book, guys. Okay?